So we just went to turn off the fan so I could clean it, and noticed they're coming and going from the top of the panel all the way down. It's this whole side wall. And then there. I'm trying to track the trail to find out where they're coming. They're coming out from under the baseboard right there. So it doesn't go past the plug. I pulled everything else off the wall. And then we noticed the other day that they were coming in here and over here, running that way along the baseboard and running this way all the way back to about right here. I sprayed some ant killer along the baseboards, and that seems to have stopped them the other day. But I wanted to let you know that they're coming in over there by the master bedroom, and they seem to be coming in right there. There's a little hole in the caulking, and they run along down here. They go into that hole, and then there's another hole somewhere past the plug that they go down. But I put the liquid ant bait there, and they go away for a few days and then they come back again. And the front porch has some bigger ants. I keep sprinkling granules to try to get rid of them. And then that's the liquid ant killer, because they were coming in really bad here in that corner. They were coming up through that hole there, and they were going back into the water heater area. And you see, I've been using the liquid, and every time I find a mound, I'm sprinkling the ant killer to try to kill it. There's my ant killer right now. I forgot it in the rain last night. But I'll be planting some mint and stuff around the house, and hopefully some other ant deterrents, along with spiders and some other buggies. But with the water, with all the rain, let's let you know this too. Most of that whole area floods. That all floods back there going along the chicken coop. There's a big puddle there, and then just past the gas can, that's almost shin deep. It gets a little moist between those two beds, ankle deep, and where I put that, it's just over shin deep inside. So I gotta move that. And behind the containers, it floods. Under the containers, it's flooded. Right here at the septic cover, that tank cover, that is dry now, but it was flooded yesterday. Standing water under the trailer and in between. And this is all mushy. But I figured I'd just give you a little update about the ants, and then since you said you didn't know about how the backyard gets when it rains heavy, this is only a mild rain, so I'm going to be moving all of the garden beds, because they got to be well draining, and that's a good 4 or 5 inches deep right there. And then there's a bunch of standing there, all the way up there. right here I think used to be a pond because it's a really big circle. See if I can get to it. I'm not wearing my boots right now. Squishy, squishy. Yeah. And we moved the pig because she was over here and her bed was there. All of this floods on this side of the tree. And there's a little low spot on that side of that tree. That's high ground right there. Around the tree and over by the pond, surprisingly, is high ground. Soon I'm hoping to get the garden planted and the veggies in. I'm happy to find out now that it flooded where it did before I actually had anything growing. But, Mickey. Hey, doggy. Biggie, that's Sweet Pea. So far we've gotten I think a total of 4 or 5 eggs. So eventually they'll produce a little more. Yeah, there's a couple of them. Alright, sorry for the run-on video. I just mainly wanted to let you know about the ants coming in because of it getting wet. And we started the sweet potato bin. So, hope you guys are having a great night. We'll talk to you later. Bye. We were just walking out or back in and
explain, these were here when we moved in.
I did. These are the ones I was talking about. They're real big.
We've been trying to get rid of them. So.
Yeah. The liquid ant bait. I had one sitting there. I've tried the sprinkles. Sprayed the other day when I sprayed on the inside. I also did the outside and did the windows. But somehow they're coming in from the floor baseboards and going in between the wall paneling. These ones I think are more active now because of the extra flooding. Oh, and the last thing, I tried pushing on this like Ruben suggested, but it is oh, bamboo fell over. Right. It is still running, and I squeeze it to try to push it back in. It doesn't make any change. Just wanted to let you know.